Holy moly. Hello there. 40 potential viewers already waiting. That alone is a record. Give me a couple of seconds more. And maybe those who want to watch to take notice from the YouTube notification. I had to prepare a couple of things for today. This was a little bit of a different experience for me. So, welcome to another live stream. A lot of things to talk about today. Let me see in the chat first who's there. Hey Martin, hey Pascal, hey Peter, Emre. I think that's Cyrillic. That's maybe Ukrainian, Russian. I don't know. However, hello. Guailo from UFG faction. Thanks for being here. JW from SG. That's a known name too. Black Wolf. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. There's a couple of things I want to talk about today, and I don't know why. Oh, should turn on the screen. And one is this. And there are a lot of more informations in this. I have some. From wild guessings to very based interpretations of what is going on. I guess we analyzed a lot, and I have to thank UFG again for this. Because they always help me as soon as something new comes out. They instantly have it, capture it, and analyze it frame by frame together with me. And yeah, that worked pretty well. Today I wasn't the fastest. Zero's Legion made a video. Greetings. We might talk about this too. And even more. Oh, 42 people watching. Yeah, that's a record for this channel. To the rest of us. No, it's not available, Matthew. This is a little bit of a misunderstanding. It's not like I already do have it. But we made pretty much of a deep dive. And there are some misunderstandings of it eventually, and we want to talk about that. And I think you will get a very, very good impression of what might be coming. Or pretty much what is coming. And there have been some... I've seen some guessings about subgrid projections. I want to talk about this because, well, there must... eventually there was some things that are misunderstandable. New viewer here. Nathaniel, welcome. Caught your shorts and figured it's worth subscribing. So thanks for this. Yeah, if anyone did not subscribe yet, maybe you do after this stream. And yeah, we will see. There are a lot of tutorials on this channel. Before we get into the blog thing, we might talk about very short about what is going on this channel. It is growing the last couple of days and weeks, and I'm really thankful for that. There are a couple of new chances. I have some partnerships going on, and there will be way more in the future. One thing I'm planning to do is playing Starfield and do some tutorials about that. That will start on the 1st of September. I will visit Prague, the 10th anniversary of Space Engineers, that event. And I will bring home some footage, I guess. I think so. Yeah, King Jeff. Jeff, also UFG faction. Thanks for your help, guys. And yeah, Jeff just noticed, oh, we were almost 50 now. Black Dragon, yeah, that's a known name too. Yeah, just great. Okay, where to start? I made a plan, and I have to say, this is already almost obsolete because it's so much to talk about. First of all, I would go through my own claims and make some corrections about the coming blocks. I think most of them weren't that wrong, but let's switch. Oh yeah, and if you want to talk with me about this, if you have some guessings, here's my Discord. That is growing too. And I have to say thanks to Neversoul and Aku for boosting it. And yeah, here we can discuss it in the live stream. And if you want to join me in the VC, I think I will let some people in to talk about that later. You can write in live stream chat. Put VC in brackets if you want to discuss something, and your question or your suggestions in the message. That's the idea, and I will see if I can take you in, and if you want to, we can talk about that. So live talk, that's the idea. And in the end, because it is so many, and I don't want to spread this over hours, in the end of the stream, if there's enough time left, I will try. Or I will start building something like the ship you have seen in the thumbnail in preparation for the new blocks, because I have a really clear idea of how they will look and what they will be. And yeah, I want to build a ship for them, kind of an industrial freighter or maybe refinery ship style thing. So we will get into Space Engineers too today. And yeah, and later, as soon as the DLC and update is out, I will add these blocks, and I think that will be a very nice ship. I always have to keep an eye on the chat. Yeah, Peter, welcome. Can't wait for Starfield. Yeah, me too. I'm hyped about this too. I'm a little skeptic about the hype, but I am hyped too. We will see. Oh, and by the way, for those not knowing, sometimes I get some game keys from a sponsor, and yeah, I also reinvest some of my YouTube incomings into free DLCs for you guys. And if you're interested in getting some of this stuff, my Discord is the way to go. In this stream, there will be nothing to win for today, but it seems like I will get at least one premium CDK for Steam for Starfield. I do have Age of Wonders 4 with a value of almost $100 that will be drawn soon. And yeah, from time to time, we give away a couple of DLCs. So if you're missing on the DLC, for example, join our Discord, wait for our survival live streams, and maybe you win one. We have given away like 10 over the last 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah. Hello, Mark, Scotty, Henrik. Tardigrado? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Yeah, hello. Hello to Brazil. Yeah, that's all over the world here. One more from Brazil. Henrik is from Brazil too. Falcon, also a known name. Oh, 52 viewers. Okay, let's start with this. It takes way too long. You're interested in this stuff, and where do we want to start? Oh yeah, let's start with some of the footage from the first GIF Keen Software House posted, and there was this fan in. Oh, wrong screen. Wrong screen. I'm a little unorganized today. We have seen this one. And there's a new guessing from Zero's Legion, and I think that's eventually that he has a point about this. This might be a new thruster, too. In this case, it is used as a decorative element in industrial settings, but we have seen a lot of helicarriers over the last couple of years, and maybe this is the large version of a new thruster, of a propeller design that is meant to be, yeah, like what a helicarrier uses. And maybe something like the GDI Orca from Command & Conquer. Maybe that's one of the wild guessings I was talking about. Yeah. We will see. It will be there. What else? I will go through the first couple of seen things. This is the weapons crate, and we see this in the new GIF too. Let me, where is it? Where is it? There it is. And again, there was, no, it's not. Ha! Oh, but I have the video. I have the video. Give me a second for this. There it is. So this is a record, so that gives us the option to stop it at any point. And Zero's Legion said this might be another taller version, bigger version of this crate. I think this crate has two hatches. A splitted hatch in the middle. And in this scene, it is open on the other side. What we know is there's some weight shown here. This seems to be an LCD display. And eventually it is showing the weight that is stored inside. We will see. But yeah, I think this is just the open hatch, but from the other side. The barrels. I already said there will be an explosive version. Like we can see here. With this symbol. This pretty much matches, I think. And in the new GIF from Keen. Again. Oh, it wasn't that many. What's going on? Yeah, this is not the... Yeah. We see it here. And there's clearly an explosive symbol, warning symbol on it. So this is pretty much confirmed there will be explosive barrels. If they are different from warhead or just another skin of them, we will see. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, we had, let's go through...
Hi, yes, I saw from the recording you're on for another 45 minutes after me, eh?
Oh. Forgot to mute. Forgot to mute
it was
that.
hard.
I was wondering who entered the voice chat. And using the soundboard. I think barrels are just warheads, reskin, renamed. Yeah, well, I think so too. But yeah, they are decorative. Why not? Yeah, Brian, you missed the start, but not much of it. Your countdown hit 0. Then for the last 30 minutes, just said starting in 3 minutes. Yeah, Falcon, we will come to the new cockpit too. We will go through all of them. Here again, where have I been? Yeah, we know these already. We don't have to talk about them much. These button stands are new. One will have the standard square button, and one will have the digital numpad access point thing. And in this one, we will come to the subgrid projection thing too, very soon. Give me a couple of minutes. And now I forgot what I wanted here. I wanted to show something. Okay, let's talk about the wheel suspensions. Because they do change a lot of things. Some people already noticed there are blocks now where you weren't able to place some in the past. The old suspension was 2 blocks wide, and the new one is 1 block wide. And it must be that they changed the hitbox of the wheel, because in the outer line of in the outer block row, you weren't able to place something behind the wheel. So like here. And also they cut the physical hitbox of the suspension itself in the middle. So it's not too high anymore. It looks too high, 2 blocks high, but it works that you can place something in it. So the attachment of the new suspension is 1 by 1 block, and you are closer to you are able to build closer behind the wheel. That block row that was blocked by the hitbox of the wheel before now is free to build in, and this gives a lot of options for wheel housing and yeah, using this space. Doesn't sound like a big improvement, but if you ever try to build nice looking rovers, it actually is an improvement. I think barrels are medium, small grid. Yeah, you're still at the barrels. Okay. I think there is no subgrid projection. I think there is... yeah, I have an example for this, Cynical. And I can show you a couple of reasons why this is has nothing to do with subgrid projections. That's the bad news. Now it's out. There is no subgrid projections. Yeah, this is a big improvement. Like I said in one of my videos before, I can do my more compact with the 2 wide bike cockpit. I can do a very compact quad, street quad or something. That's already worth the $3.99. Just for me now. If they are changing hitboxes, maybe medbays are getting smaller hitboxes. Maybe, just maybe, they did more about hitboxes eventually. I don't know. We can clearly say from the suspensions they did something about that. We will see. It wouldn't be the first time they do something about hitboxes. When I don't know what update was it. We had one where it became possible to enclosure a piston, for example, to make a 1 by 1 block move in a 1 by 1 hole. That wasn't possible before. That's not that long ago, like 2 years or something. I don't know what update it was yet now, but yeah. We will see. This clearly tells us they did something. Okay, let's let's talk about the subgrid thing, because it is already also part of this first GIF reveal they made. I have an example for this. This is pretty much what you see in this first GIF. Some people said, also said, is there a new option to hide projections? No, there already is an option to hide projections. And that's when you say show only weldables. So the projection will be hidden and only the one block that is connected and can be welded immediately there on top is shown. The reason why you don't see that in this first GIF is the low frame rate of the GIF. The conversion lets the to a GIF of the video to a GIF lets the frame with the short frame, the single frame or maybe 2 frames, the projection we're in disappear. It's just a missing frame. So this is it is built like this under this plate that is built of small grid blocks, and there's a piston as a subgrid, a small grid piston. On there's a projector, then there's an interior round block, and then we have these 2 merge blocks. This is how it works. That's all. And I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, Keldarkus is here too. Let me see the chat. To be fair, just because this doesn't show the subgrid projections doesn't mean it isn't being added. Just means we have. Yeah, okay, but we had this. This doesn't mean there won't be subgrid projections. That's true. But I think they would give us at least a little hint. And I've seen nothing. And all the guys of UFG, and I'm talking like 10 people that helped me with this, didn't find anything about that. Maybe, but we have this discussion with every new update, and I don't think it will come with this one. Yeah? But we will see. Okay, chat, dark, okay, that's about this. I think the biggest hydrogen thruster are different size too, but I'm going with... Where have you seen hydrogen thrusters, Brian? If your hype is one, you must... A small company. Of course, I doubt... You're just playing devil's advocate. Is there a large grid version of the new cockpit? Okay, let's talk about this. Because I think no. And I can tell you why. I think it is small grid only, that new cockpit. Where is it? There. This cockpit is, this icon is showing this a small grid version, definitely. If you have a large grid version and a small grid version of a specific cockpit, like you have with the original cockpit and the industrial, they are grouped in the menu and the symbol is the large grid version, like you can see here in the industrial version. Same with all blocks. You always see the large grid version in the except you do small blocks only. Then you see small. Or am I right about that? I don't know. But this is clearly shows the variant of the large grid icons. There's only a small grid shown in these icons if there's just the small grid version, like you have with the bike cockpits, or this rover cockpit, or the fighter cockpit. You don't have large grid versions of them, so the icon is the small grid version. Okay, if there is a large grid version, you always have the large grid as the icon. And they are always a little different. You can see that. This clearly is what is shown in the new give. And that is the small grid version. And I'm pretty sure these little... it's difficult to show. I hope you are sitting on good screen, in front of good screens, and not watching this with the smartphone. If you look at these dark areas here, I think they are conveying. Like you have at the front of the fighter cockpit. And this, I'm pretty sure this is the small grid, is a small grid variant. And because it is showing a small grid variant in the icon, there won't be a large grid version. I really want large grid cockpits that are completely open on one side and can be walked into and airtight. Well, technically you can do this with the industrial. I'm sorry to disappoint you for this one, but you can do this with the industrial. You can put it in front of the interior, place it on the interior and walk inside it from the back. You have the scheme of a door on its back. It's not the same, like it is open, but yeah. Oh, 60 viewers. Jesus. Oh, welcome. Brian, in any case, my point was that reskins can be different size or shapes to their non-DLC counterparts. Okay, Seneca, you can your own cockpits the way you want. You can design your own cockpits the way you want. Yeah, we are a little limited to in that case, but yeah, you can kind of. It is always has to be bigger, but oh yeah, the regular has a door on its back too. Yeah, at least there's a texture of a door. It looks like, and if you put it onto the interior of a ship with its back, you can walk to it and use this door as the entrance. And when you leave the cockpit, usually it will spawn you back behind this cockpit. So again, in the interior of your ship, you can use it like that. It's not like an open cockpit, but yeah. Loki, hello, I'm new and I plan on getting the game. Which version should I get, Ultimate or Vanilla? If you're really interested in getting into this game, if you just want to try, get the base game for, what is it now? I don't have the price now. If you're planning on doing a deep dive into the game, use the Ultimate version. It saves you a lot of money because you will buy the on Steam, I guess. If you're playing on Steam on PC, you can buy the base version, trial a little, and later upgrade to the Ultimate version, as far as I know. And then you will have all DLCs too. So maybe try that. And it's cheaper than buying every single DLC. Tibor, good evening, sir. Like that. I know you can access the cockpit. I just don't want it to feel like it's a block stuck on the outside of the hull. Yeah. Oh, German. Moin moin aus Ostfriesland. Yeah, also, yeah. If you buy the base version now, to come back to this, if you buy the base version now, for normal price, I don't know if there's some discount now. You have enough to dig through and wait for a sale to get the rest. That's a good idea. Brian suggested it. Okay. What else? So there's nothing more in here. That's all about cockpits. Only one small grid cockpit will be new. Okay. What else? Oh, there. We guessed this is something new, but then we noticed this is just the bottom of the conveyor bottom of the newer assembler skin. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to correct myself. Oh, and don't leave this stream. I swear I have some interpretational guessing that will shock you. The best part, it will come soon. This is the wall integrated DLC things. And I think all of them are one block with different versions on each side. You can see this from the symbols. This is not one of these versions. This is an extra block. Eventually it is in these versions. But I think this is an extra block. Because I said this before. If we zoom in, we clearly see some speakers. This seems like a TV screen. There's some stuff, personal stuff in something that seems to be a shelf. Oh, speaking of shelf, if someone is wondering about this one here, a glass door of a shelf in the bathroom fell on my head, so it's not dirt. Yeah. Caused me some headache. Yeah, this is a home theater. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's a reskin of the jukebox. Eventually, it means there will be something more about using some media in-game. I doubt you will. You can bind in. You will. Yeah, bind in sound files into blueprints. I said this before in one of my videos. That might cause some copyright issues, and I'm pretty sure Keen won't give us that option. Oh yeah, this is later. Where's the big one? LCD blocks. Okay, here. In one of my videos, I said this might be this home theater thing. It's not. Some people corrected me because in Captain Jack's video, they were named on the side. And they are decorative interior blocks with half block thickness. Or maybe a little less, even a little less. This is a bed and this is a kitchen. That's almost confirmed, I would say. And we will come. This one is one of the interesting things I'm talking about. I was talking about this might be something that really changes things. Here, I think this is a pillow, and that's the white version of the bed. And I like these two bed versions already because I'm not a fan of the existing bed. For an immersive interior for like a big battleship or something, I would like to have something different to build single cabins for the crew, and an integrated kitchen, an integrated bathroom, an integrated bed like this, that looks even a little less sci-fi. I think this will be something for aesthetic and immersive designs. This. Can I hear some guesses from the chat? And I will read meanwhile, as long as someone tells me what this is. Yeah, better bunks, JW. Thanks. Whatever it is, you're sleeping in your EVA suit. Yeah. maybe we can get rid of it when we go to sleep with a new update. You can and oh, there's so much going on in this chat. Such a mind. Sorry if I can't answer everything. You can, as I said before, I will read more stuff later, and if you still want to talk about this after the stream, join the Discord that is linked down below. There we have a live chat, and if someone wants to actually talk in the VC of the stream, you can tell me in there. There's a channel called Livestream, this one here. And yeah. Yeah, Tigro, that's the embedded TV. Eventually, from one of the other sides we can't see now. From these two sides, it's the single integrated LCD panel and the double integrated LCD panel. I'm pretty sure about that. And the thing is, I already talked to some. I don't know if you do know the Oasis, Zeo, and the Star Trek guys. They are building amazing ships, and I think if you think about Enterprise D bridge design, these wall integrated LCD things, they look like the wall mounted stations on the bridge of the Enterprise D. So Star Prime, greetings, already told me he's totally hyped about this one because they put so much effort in building mostly survival ready Star Trek ship replicas, and yeah, they deserve to get something like this. And maybe the integrated LCD is or TV, the integrated home theater thing is one of the other sides of this. I can imagine, because it's already integrated in these interior group. Yeah, I don't know what is this. Maybe also this one is the variant with the TV in it from another side, but there seems to be more. I can't tell more now. So, but it's pretty much clear these three are new, very decorative interior blocks, and they will give us a lot of more immersion and options for design. Before we get into the wild things, let me show you the wild things. The wild things are this one here, that kind of looks like a small turret, and these two. We will come to them soon. Yeah, this is these truss things, truss supported catwalks. Clearly, we have seen that in Captain Jack's video. There was a small, yeah, it was just a couple of frames where we saw this exact one here. That's the straight one, and there also are lights on the side here on the diagonals, and these are some additionals without catwalk in it, and yeah, a diagonal one. And this is the group icon, and I think at least these two here do come as small grid versions too. Guilo, I don't think it's a new beacon. These antenna thingies here are not a new beacon. I have another guess for them. And yeah, we will see. Give me a moment. Here we have a ladder element, and I think if you come from the inside of a ship to a catwalk alongside of it, on its side, within that coming. Yeah, let's from below and with the other ladder block, and then have a catwalk like here on the side of the ship. That's some nice things. These, I think, are supports. We have one already, an older one, a stand, a support for the stairs stuff and for the old catwalks. I think this is this one and this one here. This one is eventually with another integrated light. Yeah, they are just truss style, steel beam style stance supports for it. Yeah, what else? Did I forget about anything? Oh yeah, there's still more. There's still more. Zokli already asked in his live stream, who said 50? Yeah, we counted that. If you count. This alone, what we see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. This alone is 27. The button stands are not in there. This is 2 more. The cockpit is not in there. The new med station is not in there. We are somewhere around 50. I'm pretty sure about this. 50 new blocks. Nothing blends. Will the passage blocks accept the same line of passage blocks? I think so, if I understand that right. Yeah. So if these blend in well with the passage blocks, this will be amazing for interior builds. Yeah, maybe too. Yeah. Yeah, Tiber, an embedded TV. Yeah, I think there's. That's one I'm pretty sure with. Absolutely, I have some. As I said, I have some wild guessings, but with that one, I'm pretty sure. Okay. What else? Before we come to the. Oh yeah, this is. Clearly is a new design for the med station. And in one other video, I don't know who it was now. I have seen someone telling this is an extra block. No, it's not. It's the opposite corner. This is a corner element like the old med bay, and this is the other end. And this is a table with some scientific machinery or whatever devices in there, and here's a diagonal going table, like desk or something, going from one corner to the other of the med bay. So that's a new med bay. That's pretty clear. Here you can see the symbol, and that's why I think these tanks on the side are the other end. And here you can see, oh, that's not in the screen, you can't see it. Yeah, that's because, oh, come on. Okay, we have to leave it this small here in the upper corner. You can't see it very well. I think here is this diagonal desk or table. This is the yeah, the cabin where you stand in, and this is these two barrel-like things. I had this wrong. This already exists. This is not new. This is one of the already existing signs. I had this wrong in my older video a couple of days ago. Yeah, then I said, okay, maybe there are stairs with without handrails. And for now, I'm not eventually they're upside down. And I think I would have seen, if there really are stairs without handrails, I would have seen it in the symbols. We would have seen it in the symbols. That would be there with the new catwalks. Definitely, someone would have found it. So I think I have to correct myself with that. I think this is upside down. Oh, chat is not running for me. Yeah, Nathaniel noticed it seems bigger, a complete maybe 3x3 or 2x2 span. I don't know, what is the old one, 2x3, and this might be 3x3, so eventually it's bigger. Yeah. This was nothing. Oh yeah, we will have some new signs, and all these are not in the game yet. And I think they will be just some fun stuff, and this arrow here. This is nice to have. The badger, this give me a second, I have to zoom out. This one, you can see it if you zoom out. If you zoomed in, you can't. This is the Good AI logo. Yeah, and something scientific stuff. Yeah. Do we have anything else in here? Was there something? Yeah, this one here. From the new one and Zero's video, we know this clearly is a new wind turbine. We will see that in the GIF too. Yeah, this is the truss element, catwalk truss element with in half block size. This is how they look. What else? Oh yeah, we thought there's a new design, but that's not correct. Oh yeah, to the videos. So here we go. Still 50 views. Man, thanks for watching me. And maybe you consider to subscribe, since I do a lot of more content like tutorials and stuff like how to handle clang and how to get some decent looking design solutions, stuff like that. If you're new to this channel, have a look into my videos and yeah, get yourself an impression of it. Frame. Come on. Let me pause it. Goddamn, pause it. There we go. I can't zoom in now, but yeah, that's better. So here in the background you see the new wind turbine, and this here, and this now leads us to the big bombs. I think that might come. Now we come to the really wild guessings. These, in my opinion, are solar panels. We have seen... now I have to get back to this, but anyway. Are some of these elements. And it's new solar panels. I think maybe they are golden to match more of the space themed of a space themed design. Because we all know a solar sail in space most likely is golden and sometimes blue, but most likely they are golden. And yeah, a different color, a different skin, and different shapes to build your own solar sail like stuff. Maybe? Yeah. And I think In this GIF, they are sitting on this. And now it's wild. Now it's getting wild. I say, this is a modular weapons station. Eventually. Most of you will know the idea of building sun tracking solar panels with a PMT. Putting a camera on it, so the turret control block can track the sun, and using on a PMT using control block to let the PMT track the sun and keep the solar panels in the sun. And I think this is a compact unit of the PMT. I think this will have something to put on either solar or whatever you want, but it is made for building these sun tracking solar panels. It might have an integrated camera already, maybe like here in the front, and eventually you can also use it for putting the small grid static weapons on it. Wild guess, I know. So, a finished version to make your own turrets or to you know, with azimuth and elevation function already integrated. So this would mean this might be a new really mechanical functional block. Tigro, you don't think so? Okay, it's a guess of mine because of this. Let's get back to the video. This being out there. Yeah, come on, pause it. It's not moving in this scene, but I think it is in here. Right above my head. Camera is limited to that. Yeah, there. If you watch the... I wanted to make my mouse cursor bigger, and I have a bigger mouse cursor than what you see, but OBS is making it smaller again, to the normal size. Windows is rendering it, for me, 5 times bigger than what it is normally, and you still see the small one. Yeah, I think this unknown element is in here, and it is a compact unit of a turret base. Let me read. Oh, too many people at once. Being able to take off the helmet and suit. Yeah, Rashid, welcome Rashid. Oh, so many new people again. Whoa. Emre, welcome. New reactor block? I don't think so. Or oxygen farm reskin? Yeah, maybe because Gigi has another guess that's maybe has a point. Gigi says oxygen farm reskin. Might be because it is placed next to the wind turbine and the solar panel, and usually they are close together. And the older skins are too. Yeah, might be. But still, maybe I'm wishing it too much. I want it too much, but I think that's a turret base. That's a compact turret base. They have a new antenna and would probably... Yeah, we'll come to the antenna in a second. And I don't think it's a beacon. It's way more than a beacon. And that, again, is a wild guess. And I'm really in danger to be wrong about that in the end. Maybe even more than with the guess about the turret thing. But for me, it makes kind of sense. If this block is in DLC, then it's a decorated variant of something already existed. or just a decoration? Yeah, okay. That's... You have a point about that, Necron. But I think... we can go to this. I think these symbols we see here are not final. I think these symbols are not final. Because it's almost everything that we have seen now that is marked with a symbol. And I don't think they will put... That would be the first time that they put in everything to the... Yeah. But in that case, that would mean the explosive barrel actually is just a reskin of the warhead. But I think this is not the final version of the set. And currently, in what we have seen in Captain Jack's video, the symbol is on everything now. Because they did not make final decisions. And when they made their final decisions, what is DLC and what is not, they will take out the symbols. So still... Weapon station. Hate me for that, but I think eventually weapon station. Oh, this will end up bad for me. This will end up bad for me. Keens don't make new game mechanics. It will be decorative reskin. Keen does new game mechanics. They gave us a bunch of new weapons. For example, they gave us the hinge with an update. They gave us the AI blocks. And if not even the AI blocks are new game mechanics, what is? New mechanical parts not for the first time, if so. What if the barrel is gas storage? So you think a 1x1 tank? I don't think so, because it's not wide enough to have a conveyor on the bottom. I think it works like the warhead. So Guilo pretty much right about that. What if the barrel... Yeah, we had that the Badger sign does not have the symbol. What symbol? Oh yeah, all the signs do not have the symbol. And they are not darker like these here. I don't know. It's just a guess that these symbols are not final. The hinge was in mods from 2014. Yeah, but now it's in the game, Necron. Like the storage boxes. Yeah, I like them too. Again, one thing to make interiors more immersive. Yeah, so far. Yeah, my thoughts about this one. These two. I think one of these two. This seems to be kind of a new antenna, eventually. Or maybe both have the same function, but different skins. Or maybe both have, they have individual functions. Or both are skins of the existing, new skins of the reskins of the existing antennas. But since this looks like a whole antenna array, like you see it on radio masts sometimes, with not a dish like radar dish, but more of these drum like closed. I think eventually we get a vanilla radar. And here's why. Here's why I think this. This is named Warfare Evolution. So not revolution, they won't do much, but something, evolution is slowly, something is going on, something new is coming, parts of the game are changing, something is evolving, and due to what they did before, with the new weapons and all that stuff, with this update there will be something new, and we are still missing on that. What is the new game mechanics if we are evolving warfare? And here's another reason. This has a plus symbol. So this is the symbol for the group, maybe of these two. Yeah, if you choose like all blocks in the menu. Now, here, if they are only antennas, why are they not in here? You might say now, okay, because it's not the final version, like I said about the symbol before. But in that case, wouldn't we see the new suspensions here too, next to the old ones? So it seems they are already integrated in the group, in the menu Jack had, and this is not. So if this is a standard antenna or a beacon, it should be in this group. I think this is something new. And since this antenna array thing is, yeah, I say vanilla radar. And that won't be the first time they integrate something like this. If we remember, the turret control block bases on Whiplash's Mart script. So Whiplash worked with them on the turret control block. And we have some interesting radar scripts. I don't know, was one of them by Whiplash too? Or was it Ivy's? We have this typical radar script. And eventually, this will become vanilla. A reworked version of this, like the turret block was before. A reworked version of Whiplash's Mart script. Oh, Zero's Legion is visiting us. Welcome. Thrusters are separate. Where do you see thrusters separate? Now, I mean that in this menu, it seems like they seem to have everything already in Jack's video. Clear so far. And if we consider that the new suspensions in this menu already must be integrated in the group of the old versions. So if this is just an antenna, this has to be something else, something new. If this is just an antenna or a beacon, it would be the same with that. It would be integrated in the antenna group. That is what it's making it curious. Radar would also make sense and can only be built on large grids. Yeah, maybe I'm going too far with this. But as I said, Warfare Evolution, there has to be something than just decorative blocks. And clearly, these, if we see all the symbols we know now, this, I take bets. I take bets. Give me some bets on the Discord. These two and the turret thingy, what I think is a weapon station, have the most potential to be functional for something. new in game mechanics. Yeah, that's just my guess about that. What else do we see? Oh, did we... Is that the old? Is that the existing version of the programmable block from Warfare? No, from the Automatons update? I think so. So, did we have anything else? Let me see. Combination... Vanilla Radar. Okay, we had this. We had Vanilla Radar. Wild guess of mine. Turret block. I think it's a turret base. Wild guess of mine. No subgrid projections. We explained that. So, bad news on this front. Wheel suspension hitboxes. We had this. Interior blocks. We had them. Truss blocks with ladder. We had them. The cockpit. We had that. But we go through one more time. So I hope I don't forget about anything. Yeah, I see the chat moving. I will be there in a second. I'm a little afraid I forget something again, because last time I forgot about the goddamn cockpit. I was so tired when I made this video. Oh yeah, here, ha! I think this is one of these new interior blocks. Maybe one of the bad. Zero. You could have told me in here. You don't have to comment your own videos. I'm here. I read this in a notification on the side. You can't see because I see everything on a widescreen. It's outside. It's there. You grabbed a random Warthog. Yeah, so that's great that the random Warthog from the workshop is mine. Cell phone tower, finally we can get... yeah, Dean, that's the point. This radar array thing reminds me of... yeah, cell phone tower, radio tower. Ore detector, Guilo, ore detector upgrade. We all weren't happy with the range of the existing ore detectors. Maybe something, but that's not warfare. Maybe, would be nice to have something like 500 meters at least for ore detection. But in the end, you have to say, we all find our ores. So why should they change anything about it? Small block turbine. Wind turbine. You mean, David, you mean it's a wind turbine? I don't think it would be shown separately next to the large grid wind turbine, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah, I think this is yeah, that's because where was it? Slowly, guys, slowly. Let me let me keep up. David says that I think he means what I said is eventually a weapons station. Is it stream stuttering? No. Eventually is a weapons station, and he said maybe it's a small grid wind turbine variant. Yeah, but I think it would be integrated to the group of the large grid symbol in this view. And this pretty much is seems to be the small grid variant of the other antenna thingy. Yeah? And this is in the menu must be integrated in the other symbol, in the large grid symbol, because it's nowhere else. Oh yeah, small grid traverse eventually up here. The truss blocks. these here. If we let it run. This is one I forgot about. And in the background... Oh, by the way, the cockpit, 0, the cockpit is ending here. This is a conveyor junction. And the cockpit is ending here and is like this. This is the bottom. Goes up here. And here behind the, what we can't see now, around the corner from this blue plate, there's conveying, I think. Yeah, Kel says small grid wind turbine won't make sense because you can build wind turbines only on static grids or let them work on static grids only. Yeah, that's a point. Hey. Okay, yeah, this in the corner here in the background. I think this is one of the bets. I can't say if it's the half block wide or eventually, or it is one of the other interior blocks. So, but that's clearly something interior decorative block new. You can, Brian, you can park a small grid, that's right, but you can't set it to static. That's something different. You have to, with large grid, you can set it to either ship, or when it absolutely stands still, you can convert it into a static grid, and it won't move anymore, no matter what you do. And that's different from parking a rover. Necron, thanks for watching. Have a good night. I make plate my large grid turbines to use them. Seemed like the same could be for small grid. Mech plate. Huh? Yeah, GG. I think that eventually that's... I'm not absolutely sure about that, but I think that's maybe the half block variant of the new bet. Yeah, let me know if you have, no matter what block you have seen, or if you have any, lead me to one of my pictures. Let me know what you think about something. I will go through one more time to once again make sure we had everything. Now, yeah, we can see this one. Maybe there's something we can see far in the background. This here at the end of the rover, far in the background, under the wind turbine. This is a couple of the diagonal traverse or truss. Like these here, stacked together. Yeah. Yeah, so far about the new blocks. Okay, my wild guesses are vanilla, radar, and the turret, modular turret thing. You can put static weapons of your choice on, and maybe make it a sun tracking solar tower. And both of that would match to the topic evolving warfare. So not a big revolution, but a little bit of evolving something with an impact, but not changing everything. Yep. I am interesting to find out if blocks can pass through the wind turbine. Yeah, maybe you throw one through? Guilo? The large fan wasn't on the thruster list. I've not seen any symbol of this fan. It's just we have seen many videos and some live streams of Zokli where he was amazed about the helicarrier build where subgrids has to show up as the turbines. And maybe this was, and we also, as far as I know, we also have a couple of mods with these propeller-like things for small grid as well as for large grid to make something like a helicopter, or as I said, an Orca, a helicarrier, or an Orca helicopter from Command and Conquer. Eventually they use the decorative to make it, in this scene, to make it not that obvious for now. But they also work as thrusters, or are thrusters. I can't imagine they make this huge. This is either 3x3 or even up to 5x5. And I don't think they make such big, massive big blocks just for decoration, including an animation and all the workload, that extra workload for I mean, in for the animation alone, I think this would be a 200 PCU block just for a decorative one. Nah. I think maybe a thruster, yeah. Yeah, or maybe an air vent, yeah, for big hangars. But I'm more on the thruster side. Maybe the solar panels are fan blades and the stick is the turbine motor. So you think what I... Oh, now I'm not alone with wild guessings. Imagine if that fan is just a subgrid. Okay, Amri. At the first look, when I saw this, I had this idea too. But then there are no blocks. Even in all the new, you can see, at least you can see in the menus now, in the screenshots of the menus now. There's nothing to do this. This is perfect, and this is perfectly shaped round. Yeah, there you don't see any edges from this make with blocks. So I'm almost 100% sure this is one block. This is one unit. Why would they update the wind power mechanics in a Warfare Evolution update? They don't update the wind power. It's just the wind turbine is just a skin. There is no wind. There's no aerodynamics, and there's no wind in Space Engineers. There is zones that are meant to be static atmospheres, and in an atmosphere the wind turbine has an animation, and that's all. There's nothing moving from any wind. There's no physical wind in Space Engineers. The wind turbine knows when it's in atmosphere, in this zone, in this limited zone, and then it starts spinning and giving you power. That's all. There's no physical wind. Yeah. Like Nathaniel says, there's nothing that round made from subgrids. That's the point about it. In the first moment, I thought this is but on the you have to see, one is the round thing, and keen for these reveal things footage, they never made anything that complex. That would be the first time, and we are talking over 10 years now. Oh, sorry. Does the fan come with 3x3 vent blocks? What do you mean with 3x3 vent blocks? I don't know, David. Or what do you mean with vent blocks? Yeah, I hope it's a thruster too. Yeah. It should be a thruster, because you can use it decorative anyway. On a static grid, like on an industrial facility, you can use it decorative. Why not? And at the same time, you can also use it as the turbines of a helicarrier, for example. Sometimes, I have to complain a little, sometimes Keen is wasting some potential. I will talk about this in Prague. I will talk with someone about this in Prague. I don't understand this. The Willis ducks. I hope there won't be any block like this again. This is so much wasted potential. This could have been so good. And it is obvious what to do with it. I had some discussions and some people said, even some YouTubers said, yeah, it makes your enemy move slower through your ship. Yeah, but it makes you too. And this would have been great if they have put like a wide, like not a rectangle new conveying in the bottoms here. And the square, the big one, connection at the bottom. Because with that, you could access and repair your conveyings in the ship. You would have both in once, the conveying and a maintaining access through all your conveying. That would have been great. And that's so obvious to do it with them. The way they are I'm always fighting for I'm always talking about like immersion here and immersion there and style there, and yeah, I know. But that would have been the perfect combination of both, of function and style. This is like the Jeffreys tubes would have been like the Jeffreys tubes in Star Trek ships. You have a function in this bottom and you have repair access all through it. Yeah. I use Willis. Okay, give me. Maybe I am stupid. Maybe I'm stupid. Absolutely, maybe. Give me suggestions for proper use for these. What is Brian telling? I use Willis ducts to air up rooms in my base so that I can have interior doors without suffocation guests as they sleep. Okay. Would have pushed the PCU cost way up. Conveyor would have pushed the PCU cost way up. No, they won't. They would have the same PCU cost because they have the same function. The rest is decorative. You use them instead of the big conveyor tubes with the same function, plus the additional benefit. You can crouch along your conveying and repair it from the inside. Won't make a difference, and actually no one is really using these. I don't have seen any builds that really use these. One of the old mods I always had enabled were conveying passage blocks years ago. Keen should... Yeah, maybe, Nathaniel. Maybe. That's what I'm telling. They were... When I saw this from the footage before the last update, I thought, yeah, if they have put conveying into these thick bottoms, no-brainer. Absolutely. Great. I was hoping it would be ore conveying and access would have been a great use. We had some memes about the conveyor hatch. I mean, it literally has hinges in its skin. Why it's not? Someone made some comics and loaded them up to Steam Workshop to the artworks, and they were great. sorry, Keen, they were great. This thing not functioning, that was a big mistake. It was so obvious. I checked this. I wanted to put this in a video. Here in Germany, you have trash cans outside your house. They are made of plastic, and they have a blue hatch, a hinged hatch, and it looks absolutely the same. Do I have the? Oh, I will show you. Take a look in my community posts on the channel. I will upload that soon. They look exactly the same, but they work. I can open my trash can. They are the same as the conveyor caps. The PCU cost would be revised. Yeah, it would be revised, but you can also use it because you won't have more PCU costs because you would use it instead of the old conveyor. They would have the same PCU cost as normal conveyors. There's nothing extra on top because you use them. You're replacing others. Yeah, JW, thanks for watching. I think we will go into the build thing soon. This went a little faster than... Oh, we already have 1.5 hours. What? What? And still 45 people watching. This is a great stream. Thanks. Really, thanks. Let me take a look in the Discord. All of you are so shy. Many people joined the Discord, but no one wants to talk with me live. I don't bite. Usually I don't do. Boarding team. What do we have here? Okay. Live stream chat. Okay, yeah, that's so far. I think I don't forget anything. That's all we can tell now. And you can come back and laugh at me when I was wrong about the weapon station and radar thing. I hope I am right with only one. Let me close a couple of things. Oh, good thing I closed. I think we start building today, at least a little. The idea is download. Where is it? Was it this one? No, it's not. No. That's another animation. Teaser 2 MB. Congratulations. Blah blah blah. Have I used? What is? Goddamn notifications. Sorry, I forgot about turning them off. We go to this here. This guy. To let you know about that. Oh, I forgot to... Notifications... There we go. This guy, Antares, on Twitter, allowed me to use his artworks for this video. So, thanks for that. Let me see. Oh, I already got it. Where? One more second. We will have that soon. Okay, now, there we are. I don't have a better quality. I'm not going to build exactly this. But I want to get inspired of it, I think. Doing something in this style. And the idea is to start now building a freighter or industrial style ship in preparation to add the new stuff later when it's out and finish it. And while doing that, I will try to explain a little why are my aesthetic what are my aesthetic decisions and why I want to do that the way I do it. It will look different, but it will use kind of that style. Engenheiro Socialista. I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome. A cool new block would be a tool to flatten the terrain, like a bulldozer making possible to trace roads between buildings. I imagine it would be easy to implement. You wrote the very same under some other video or on some social media. I've seen that comment before. Did you? I'm pretty sure. Was it on Facebook or Twitter or any video of another YouTuber? Just Nelson, welcome. I'm a bit sad there's never stuff for non-DLC players. There's always stuff for non-DLC players. There's always some non-DLC blocks and DLC blocks. And I think this... I don't want to open this discussion here. I have to say, honestly, I'm very fine with the system they choose to keep things running. Because it's not that expensive. You have a game that has more than 10 years support now. And Warfare Evolution... There's a fly annoying me. Warfare Evolution tells me this name, this by far is not the end. Hello Lucian. And we get more and more content. If you're new to Space Engineers, you can buy a version that contains everything. And most of us have thousands and thousands of hours in Space Engineers. Try to get this with some AAA titles that cost you like $40, like $70 each or 80 or something. How many do you need to buy to get live? I have 5,000 hours and I do know people with 15,000 hours. And every half a year, $3.99. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. To support this going on. Warfare Evolution is not a DLC. It is a free update. The DLC will be Decorative Pack 3. That's the point. And that's why I think not all of these that are now marked with a small DLC symbol will be DLC. I think this is not final. To repeat that, I think this is not final, and some of these will end up as functional blocks in the update. Falcon, can't wait for the endgame stuff they were talking about. I did not watch that. Did not see that. Have to be honest. But I think Space Engineers always is endgame content. It's always endgame. Since you're completely free to do what you do, it's always endgame. It is a fair exchange, but there's not many blocks to decor with. Maybe I'm too bad with decoration. It's crazy expensive on my currency. Here's a clue. Join some of my live streams. You have a good chance to win a free DLC. We give away a lot of DLCs from time to time. In the survival live stream series, currently it is Never Surrender we play, UFG. I think it is quite fun, since it's completely chaotic. Greetings to my friends from UFG. It's really wild. And with every stream, we draw a couple of free DLCs. Maybe not with every stream, but yeah, in the last week it was like 10. You have a good chance to get some. I can just offer that. Keen has already stated several times they will never put a functional block behind a paywall, so anything that's functional should be free. Yeah, usually it is the case. There are some arguments there have been some arguments for some blocks. It's a question of the point of view. For the small hydrogen tank, there was such an argument, since you were able to... Small hydrogen tanks are explosive, and with small you have better... With smaller that are paid, you have paid better options to integrate them and make your ship maybe less explosive from a single hit. So yeah, some things are, but usually they do recognize this and change things. I don't know what did they change for the small hydrogen tank? There was another block. They did it. They saw this and recognized the critics, and they changed it. Oh, Brian. Brian says, I paid more for dinner at Keen's place next month than all the DLCs cost me. Good. So we will have dinner together at Keen's place. I'll be there on that Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Tell me, Kelevra, do you actually bite? If not, I'd love to jump in and discuss. Lucian, you can do so. Let me know in the... I don't bite. Especially not through a fiber optics internet connection. Let me switch to... We can discuss that if you want. Folks, Kelevra, there you are. Can you... Oh yeah, there. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Finally.
Good evening.
Finally, someone doubt to come in.
Someone brave enough to brave the Kelevra's enclosure.
Yeah. I felt so lonely. Yeah. It was already some kind of embarrassing to be alone here.
Well, I'm happy to alleviate that loneliness, as it were.
Yeah. And for my luck, you're speaking a well understandable accent.
Indeed.
I have my problems with that sometimes. So in advance, excuse that.
No, it's quite all right.
Yeah.
I work with a lot of other people that have varyingly distinguishable accents.
Yeah.
So yeah. You're actually quite easily understandable compared to some people I've worked with in the past.
You worked with in the past? Means you were working internationally?
I'm a content creator, so I guess it kind of does the thing, you know?
Okay.
So
I was working as an external craftsman, and usually German craftsmen are not good in English. And I was translating. Sometimes I was translating on in hotels and on construction sites for like 20 people.
That sounds a little stressful. Gonna be honest.
Yeah, that was a job for itself.
So,
okay,
the DLC.
the
or
DLC.
the update, whatever it is that's coming out soon.
Yeah,
DLC and update combination, which is what they usually do.
I can guarantee it's both. It's the usual principle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what are we thinking? What are we feeling? Are we feeling good? Maybe. Because I'm feeling good about it.
I don't stream when I not feel good. I feel confident about what is coming. Yeah, I think, for me, you have to see. I always see these new blogs from the creative perspective. Space Engineers, actually, that I'm now playing. I have 5,000 hours in Space Engineers, and 4,800 of these are in creative. And Space Engineers for me is a big Lego box. Yeah, that's the point of it for me.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that. I have, oh God, let me check my Steam profile. How many hours do I have? 2,200. So I'm not quite as there as you are.
Okay.
But
I want the flex.
yeah. In fairness, I've taken a few breaks here and there when I've gotten to the burnout sort of thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry to hear that.
No, it's fine. Lots of time periods spent without a computer, so that kind of contributed.
Okay.
But no, from what I'm seeing, I'm excited because that big rotating fan was what got me. I'm gonna admit that.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like,
yeah,
I want this. I want this a lot. Also, the explosive barrels, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I instantly got some Half-Life 1 vibes. Deathmatch.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like just little red explosive barrels. And I looked at it and I went, I kind of want to get a bunch of,
maybe
I kind of want to get a bunch of spiders around it and shoot it.
Maybe we can replicate. Maybe we can replicate Half-Life 1 deathmatch maps. Imagine that.
God. Oh God. I mean,
Imagine
fun,
that.
but also hell.
Yeah. Doom vibes. Yeah. Here, Brian says Doom vibes.
Doom vibes. Yeah. That fits.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. Though I do agree with you when you made your points about the Willis ducts.
Yeah.
So much wasted potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There has been some. It's not the first time, but the most significant. Definitely.
No, I do agree with you there.
Yeah. Maybe we will have the chance in Prague to talk about that. The Sunday is for small talk. Yeah. Maybe if someone is pointing it out, they would change it. I would love to have them. Imagine you can make things more compact. You can maintain your hidden damaged conveying from inside and conveying large grid conveying. They are chunks costing you tons of space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that I was actually quite disappointed by with the Willis ducts, which I like the idea of them in principle.
Yeah.
But the way they've been implemented isn't great. One of the things that I was quite disappointed by is that if you turn a Willis duct on its side, you can't walk through it standing up.
Yeah.
It's slightly too small. And it got me. That was when I was like, I don't like these.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. I can tell this. It was Luca saying in a video. I think in a video, I had a discussion at some point, and I think it was Luca who was saying, "It makes your enemies, if they board your ship, it makes your enemies Oh, by the way, this thing works. You can find it in my workshop. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's because I don't have the num key bind into the controls. Luca that said it makes your enemies walk slower through your ship. Yeah, but in another video she says enemies are not using your ship's interior. They grind through from outside. So what now? Okay. And on the other side, it also makes you slower when you have to fight them on board. So even in that case, it doesn't make sense to have them. And I think they are barely used.
I mean, the other thing that I didn't really like about the Willis duct is there's no transitional block from one level to another. Like you've got that little slope, and that's fine. But there's no way to go from one level of your ship to another, and it kind of leaves. It feels like that's missing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then and to sometimes some of these blocks seem a little like thrown in as fillers to give people some new things.
Yeah.
It's not always. It's not a complaining in general about this. Some are. And another example from the same update, from the same, was it DLC? No, it was update part, I think. The centered armor plates.
Yes.
We only have those who go straight, squares.
Yes.
Rectangles.
No, I agree with you there.
For a fighter that has a uneven number in its wideness of blocks, an uneven number of wideness, and you want a centered top wing, rear wing, or something. You could do that with it if you have the diagonal parts too as centered, but you don't.
Yeah,
they are. There's barely anything I can do with them. And I'm doing a lot with decoration and winglets and stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's a few small blocks, and there's not many since they did the armor block update. It's been a lot better, but there's a few small block pieces that still aren't quite there. So it's just these small little pieces that we would love to have, but we don't have.
Yeah. One thing is if you still have this stream open, I just it is like 30 seconds behind. I spawned my one of my Viper builds, and this one I will show that uses a subgrid to center. Oh yeah, okay, that was stupid. Where is it? Where is the connection? I have to search for it myself.
Yeah, to center the upper fin.
It is here stacked rotors to. I can. So that's better. Yeah. And when the update was announced, when we saw the teaser pictures, I noticed the centers armor plates, and I was freaking out for the centered armor plates because finally I had a chance to replace this clangy little bastard in here. Yeah.
And then you find out that actually
it's only the it's only the squares and the rectangles.
Yeah, no, I definitely get what you mean. Yeah. Like there's a few vehicles that I've built in my time that are built off of rotors on rotors because of the way that blocks work in Space Engineers. I can't do it any other way to get the profile I want.
Yeah.
Which, not great.
We will see. Maybe I think we will have more updates. Even if they are talking about end content, I think this won't be the last. I don't think you will. You will name your last update Evolution.
No, I don't think that would be the case. I do think that there will be at least.
Yeah, Evolution is more the start of a new path.
Yeah, I'm going to say that there's going to be at least 6 or 7 more content updates before they finally decide to move on.
They were asking for a lot of new people to get it, to become employees on Keen Studios. And I think they are stocking more personnel to do something new. They are working on VRage 3. We have heard a lot of that about that in last year in Prague when I was there. And VRage 3, all we have seen in VRage 3 with Space Engineers content was just partly implemented to show things in VRage 3. It is pretty much sure Space Engineers, as we know it, will never be converted to VRage 3. That's what they told us. Maybe there will be a Space Engineers 2. There has been some thoughts about and some expressions about that from Zokli in some of his videos and streams. And I think they do both at the same time for the next couple of years. More updates for Space Engineers 1 with one team. That's my suggestion. That's my guess. That's my guess.
I mean, obviously, like, we're talking about Space Engineers 1 here, but with Space Engineers 2, I mean, there's one thing that I think everybody who is even remotely interested in it is begging for, and that's compound blocks.
Compound blocks?
Blocks that you can put inside the space of other blocks.
Oh, okay. Or like partly, I know what you mean. If you have like an interior and you need a block, a grid place for a light on the roof. You want something at the wall or something too. And you want the option to place both in the same grid place.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like having like a kitchen piece and a light piece in the same block area. Yeah, like that's something that a lot of people have been wanting, I feel.
Yeah, that would mean that they change the collision for placing blocks from the actual grid frame to the actual size of the piece that is there.
Yeah. Personally, I think that's one of the big things that people would be wanting, but as a greebler, I'm the kind of person who likes fitting a lot of things into a tiny space. So
yeah, but I think
something like what medieval.
I don't think this will come, and I can tell you why. Many blocks have not accurate hitboxes, and it is a ton of work, even with more and more blocks coming, to correct that.
I don't think it'll come for Space Engineers 1. I agree with you there.
Okay.
But I think that with Space Engineers 2, it is something that they should at the very least consider. Because they had it in Medieval Engineers. It was a thing. And it feels like it's something that they could definitely pull off at the very least.
Yeah, maybe.
But we're getting off topic.
In medieval engineers, it works. That's what you said. Okay. Didn't know that. I never played medieval engineers, to be honest.
I saw medieval engineers. I looked at it and I went, okay, I'm going to give this a go. And I found out it had compound blocks, and I thought it was a really neat system because it basically meant we could put so many different things into the same places and make builds that were a lot more visually compact and interesting. And then I went back to Space Engineers and I was like, this feels very restrictive all of a sudden.
Still doesn't work. For some reason. Sorry, I just checked something.
No, it's quite all right.
Let me take a look in the chat. I left the chat behind.
That's what happens when you discuss with other people.
Almost back at 60 viewers, just while having small talk. Yeah, that's my best stream so far. Definitely.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, usually I'm more around 15 to maybe 22.
That's usually where I sit as well.
Yeah, you do stream?
Yes, I stream on Twitch actually.
Oh, okay.
And I've got my little YouTube channel, but I don't really touch it all that much.
Yeah,
I tried streaming on YouTube once, and it was not for me.
I'm thinking about going on Twitch too. I have some help with that eventually. I don't know if Aku is still in the chat. He is still online, but doesn't mean anything. Aku, still there? And he's my expert for software and network stuff, and he helps me a lot with that. And when we have some time, he has some time, he will help me with making a Twitch account and all that stuff.
But yeah, when it comes to streaming and stuff, I usually hang around in wasted circles when it comes to space engineers. So I have some of my opinions are sort of recycled from him, but not without my own interests and preferences sort of tagged on behind.
Let me take a look in the chat for a second. Doom vibes. That's where we were. Oh, it's not even
Doom
that
vibes.
much. Doom vibes. I see Doom on the red arcade machine. Yeah, there. That's why they said Doom. Yeah, but it's not working. You have to. Let me explain that for a second. This is a script from the workshop. This one is these two Snake and Tetris work. Doom does not, because due to copyrights, I can't put Doom in the workshop. Frogger, same. Pac-Man, same. Bomberman, same. They are fake. Dance World, yeah, that's just a dummy too. Pong works, actually, because Pong is that old, there's no copyright on it. And there's a script for it on the workshop. I'm not scripting, by the way. I don't have any clue. Donkey Kong, yeah, it's a fake too. Tron works. Tron actually works. It's a two-player, same as Pong. And chess, I never finished it, but it will work. There's a script for that too. Will work as a two-player too. So half of the arcades in here are fake and decorative.
Well, half is better than all.
Yeah. Where have I been? Comments. Chat. I didn't really give much thought to really, but yeah, it's kind of lame. Like, it's just a crouch passageway. Yeah, it's just making you slower for no reason. That's yeah. You can walk through them sideways. No, it doesn't work. Tried that. You can't put them on the side and walk up. Yeah, standing through them. I tried it. We can try that again. I will. If someone says, I will try. But I have.
Yeah, and last time I tried, it didn't work. So
it didn't work. I'm pretty sure about that. Let's see. Oh, it's not high enough. No way. You have to crouch too. Crouching in alone is a problem. Now it works. Yeah. Nope. You can't walk through them, even in this variant. Yeah. That's a nope. It's just use them to move air around. Okay, you can use them. Brian's comment. He has a point. You can spare some air vents. If you have sections you don't want to have airtight from each other, and put a Willis duct in one wall, in the wall between them, and put the covers on it. should work, I guess.
Yes. But
So you can use one air vent for 2 rooms. That does make sense, but that's a very, very small benefit. A very small benefit. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't really personally. I wouldn't classify it as a benefit because, like that, if one room depressurizes, then the other one does as well, and at that point,
yeah.
well,
yeah.
you
Again, we are at a point that Luca makes some claims about. She said you don't need more than 1 door for your ship. And they are playing hardcore. And some hardcore people are playing without oxygen bottles. And if you have only 1 door in your ship, you need 1 hit and your oxygen will deplete and you are dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Airtight sections do make sense if you have an interior.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore more doors do make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I've been seeking for a train that works on survival. I don't even know if it's possible. Just Nelson. That's a little off topic from where we are now, but we are switching from one thing to the other. Anyways, there is someone, I have to find out who it was, because I have so many, and I have to say sorry to that person. I don't even know their name now. Someone on my Discord, join my Discord and ask there. There is someone who uses trains, actual trains, in his Space Engineers world as survival transport method for supply. I really want to get into this and want to try this with him, but there's so many stuff I'm doing right now, and Starfield is coming, and 10th anniversary in Prague is coming, and yeah. Tell him sorry from me, but I will come back to that in a couple of weeks, maybe. Mega gates, mega blocks, 5 to 10 blocks long conveyor tubes to help ease performance.
There's a mod for that.
There's you know I'm playing vanilla.
Yes. Yeah, no, I know.
It's not like I don't like mods. That's not, I'm not hating mods or something. I'm still not at the point where I get all out of the vanilla game. That's all.
No, that's fair. No, it's interesting. I used to be a big mod fan when I started playing Space Engineers. I was all over that because it gave me so many extra blocks that I could access, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And then, like, this past year or so, I've been like, actually, I'm not really feeling the mods. Like, there's a few that I still won't play without, like Build Vision, for example.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I need this.
Yeah, I use Build Info.
Because,
and I use
Build Info and Build Vision. Yeah.
And I use Edge Be Gone. I always recommend Edge Be Gone. In my opinion, here's another small critics to KSH. Kill this goddamn block edges.
Yeah, no armor edges, please.
Or make it in graphics. Make it an option.
Yeah,
make it
optional.
Make it in graphics option. They are working with Whiplash already. Make Edge Be Gone a vanilla option.
Option. I mean, I actually use a lot of QOL plugins for Space Engineers. Yeah. And no armor edges is one of those things that I just cannot live without because it just makes the game look so much nicer.
Yeah, and while I have my Viper in here, that's another thing. 2 things. It looks stupid with the edges.
Mm-hmm.
That's one point. And speaking of mods, that's one thing I would like to find out the best mods I can have to rework it again and make a comparing of mods versus vanilla, just in terms of style. That is one of the 1,000 video ideas that are around in my head, and still can't manage to finish. But yeah, that would be interesting, I guess, to make a comparing of these.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Mega gates. Okay, we have been there. The LCD screen will let you ramp up corner LCD. I put them in the floor. Okay, I think I can't follow this conversation now. Willis-Duct 2 has a vent?
Yes.
Yes?
So Willis-Duct variant 2 has a vent in the top of it.
Okay. Give me a second.
But it's not a pipeable vent.
Give me a second. I want to check that. I didn't even know. Because I ignored them from the very first day. There's a useful one.
Well, I don't know if I'd call it useful.
Where is it? Where are you? Oh, there. Oh. Okay. Where does it take?
It's not pipeable.
Oh, it is just decorated.
It's just a cosmetic vent.
Come on, they put pipes in the bottom in one of these blocks and still did not get the idea for conveying?
I know.
Shame on you.
Really irritating.
Come on, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's still the same story. Yeah, Akku is still there. Oh, thanks, Akku, for moderating. And actually, Space Engineers community barely needs any moderating, but it is good to have a mod. I don't want to use slatted windows, but I want internal doors. Okay. The internal doors are for privacy rather than safety. Okay. There's a shy Space Engineers in my stream chat. For the sideway passage test, again, keep walking into it and then press crouch. Yes, Nathaniel, the point is you can't walk through them. You are slower when you're crouching. Why should I want to walk slower through my ship? For no reason. That's just the point. I made a train before. It's in my video. Rivian. Hey, Rivian. Rivian is... We have... Could it be we have half of the people meeting that will meet in Prague in this chat now? The White Warlord. Any new armor blocks like angles? I'm new player. The White Warlord. I did not look for them, but I think there's no new armor shapes.
I haven't seen any in the
I don't
gifts.
think so.
I haven't seen any new armor shapes, no.
And maybe, but on the other hand, we don't have any complete footage now.
True. We don't have any full footage.
We did not have this big fan in the menu footage we got. And maybe it's the same about others.
So in
we
fairness,
didn't see them yet.
all of the menu visuals that we've gotten, they all have the LCD markers on them. Not the LCD, the DLC markers on them.
Yeah, except the signs.
Except the signs.
Yeah. And that's
it's very possible that the non-DLC stuff that's coming in the update includes the fan. Because the non-DLC stuff doesn't usually have the markers on them.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's like that. That's why we had this when I said this might be a weapon station or the base for a PMT, for a kind of PMT. Eventually there's another version of that too. And the other blocks too. That would explain why this, if it is a functional block, has the DLC marking on it. Because it is the DLC version and there's one more.
Yeah,
We did
because
not
that's
see
what
it.
they usually do with the updates, isn't it?
Yeah. That's another explanation. So that would mean there's even more than 50 blocks. I am pretty sure it is around 50 blocks already. And maybe more.
It's a pretty decent amount for an update and DLC release.
Yeah. And what we did not see too now is a new skin, a new texture.
And they usually do release one.
Yeah.
So
At least one.
yeah.
At least one.
We have seen the new neon variants as well. Those are a thing.
New neon variants.
So the small neons, the curved small neons, there's only one variant in the game at the moment, and they have the mounting points on the outside of the curve, not on the underneath.
Give me a second. That is something I want to check. Give me a second. What
Relatively sure that's accurate.
What footage do you mean? The newer GIF or the first one?
The first one, the front sort of handlebar or sort of bumper bar shape is made of neons.
Yeah, it is, but they are existing pieces.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely. There's a T element and two curved.
There's the curved elements, but the curved elements that are in the GIF have the mounting points on the back of the neon, whereas the one that's existing in game has them on the side.
I will show you. I will show you. This is existing too.
You sure about that? Because I couldn't find them.
Absolutely. Give me a second. You will have a little bit of latency before you see it. Where are the neon tubes? There they are. Pop. This is what you saw. Oh. Is the stream like 60 seconds behind?
It's a decent amount of time behind.
I thought I put it on 30 seconds. Yeah, but it will appear in a second.
Oh, no. You're right. I stand corrected. For some reason, when I went looking for it, I just couldn't find it.
I know my toys. Except the Willis duck.
Yes. No, that's fair. I stand corrected. My apologies.
No, you don't have to apologize for anything. For me, sometimes there's a lot of stuff. I'm not sure. Sometimes I made a couple of mistakes in my first two videos. Really a bunch of. There has in my first video with the first GIF. I thought the blocks that were above the wall integrated LCDs were new, but actually they are not.
I saw those and I was wondering, but
and that happened a couple of times. Same with the medical sun. You can't.
Yeah, the medical sign. Yeah, that was original. Yeah.
2 years ago, I had all blocks in my mind, but it
2 years ago there were less blocks.
Yeah, and now, meanwhile, it is going too fast to have all. No chance any longer.
But yeah, no, it's there's definitely it'll be interesting to see what they're actually adding when it all finally comes out.
Yeah. I think this eventually this is the biggest in at least for blocks. It is the biggest we had so far. Willis Duck 2. Okay, Willis Duck 2. Oh, okay, that's what.
Still
okay.
only decorative.
Yeah. But you can use that. He's right about that. Brian once more corrected me. So if you have a wall, this is going through, yeah? You can do this. G vent, there we go. Like No, we need the bigger one. Actually,
One thing that I am very enjoying nowadays is the full block vent blocks. Lovely.
yeah, helps a lot with a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you, Brian, this does work as a vent for both sides. If I, so this is not airtight. The top of, if I do it like this, let me delete the cover, and now we have oxygen on both sides. Yeah, is that how it works?
I think that should be how it works, yeah.
Okay. Wasn't it I wanted to start a new ship? Yeah. What is the stream? 2 hours 16 minutes. I did not expect to talk about blocks that long. We should do this more often.
Well, I'd certainly enjoy doing so. It's nice to make new acquaintances.
Isn't only the air goes through it. Okay, Brian says the air goes through it. Well, okay. In that case, if you don't want to have this separated rooms as airtight single sections, this is a small use case. It is a small use case.
It's a very small use case.
Yeah, but at least it is some. It is more than I ever thought Willis Ducks had.
It's more use than anyone else could ever think. Really.
And still doesn't talk against having conveying in them. Yeah, you can save some PCU from that. Yeah. Okay, that was. We found very little use case for them. That's. Maybe I will integrate that somewhere. Okay. I don't think we will get very far with this today, but I will start building a ship. Actually, I'm very excited about this update, and I do want to have these blocks and quickly integrate them into what is in my mind now. So let's start with that. Oh, give me one more second. What is it? Jeff is saying. Okay. Jeff is building cranes. Okay. Jeff is building cranes. Oh no, not with that texture. Oh, many shades of gray? Many shades of gray today. Oh, I should. Will you stay a little longer?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Yeah, I need your help.
Would you like my help in game or just as a voice in your ear?
No. I have a lot of monitors here, but they are all occupied, and I need.
Would you like me to keep an eye on chat?
Not on chat. Chat is on a separate PC, but on the live stream chat in Discord. If someone else is lifting his hand to say hello,
I would be delighted.
Thanks for that, because I have to cover that chat now with the template I want to use. Yeah, there we go. Okay, And again, it's getting very warm inside here. Oh, okay. I think we will make a little bit of a flat bottom. A flat bottom. Same as in interior wall, yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Oh, for those who came in late, this is the template. I don't want to build the exact same. It is more of an inspiration for the style. I think I will build something like the nacelles, the engine housings. I will most likely copy them, but the body will be different. And maybe some inspiration from the top and the layout, but yeah, the body will be a little different.
So what are we seeing here? Because I'm looking at these outer nacelles, and my mind is looking at them and going, VTOL on a rotor system.
Yeah, that's the question. That depends on how big this ship will be, because for them I would prefer to have ion thrusters in them because of the style. Because they are, you can turn them to be 2 blocks wide, the big one. Maybe I can hide something behind. We will see. Yeah, again we are back at subgrids. Oh man. Oh man. Maybe a little bit of a darker gray for this. Okay. The idea is what I have in mind all the time is to use containers, make rows of containers that are kind of integrated into the body. And between these containers, or these levels of containers stacked onto each other, I will later use these new catwalks. Because of their lights, and I think in the dark that will look great to have such an industrial or freighter-like ship. And have these lighted industrial-looking catwalks between the container rows or levels. You know what I mean?
Could be interesting, yeah. I mean, when I look at a ship like that, my first thought isn't containers in the ship. My first thought is you could load connected modules into the ship. But one of the ships that I designed was literally around the idea of deployable cargo modules that you could drop on a planet through parachutes. So, you know, maybe that's just me.
You're making things complicated. Where's Tigro? Where's Tigro from my live stream team? Tigro, are you still there? He's talking the same stuff like you. You guys should meet. Well, in our live stream series, he wants to go to space with such a ship and supply us with uranium from orbit.
I mean, if you like the idea of that ship, it's called the Taurus class, and it's on the workshop. So you know, you're more than welcome to take a look.
Oh.
So yeah, I have a small roster of ships. I try and upload. I really do. But it's more like I try and finish something, and then I get halfway through it and decide to change something. and then it never gets finished.
Do you have a link for your workshop? Let me take a look.
I do. I can. Well, I can grab one really quickly.
Yeah. Why not?
if
Why
you
not?
want me-
Why not? Why not showing and giving a shout out to other creatives? That's.
Sure. Do you want me to just throw it in the chat?
Yeah. Just do so.
Which chat?
Some I can see. One I can see. You're in Discord in the live stream chat, maybe.
There you go.
It will open there. Okay. Let it do. Oh no, that's wrong. Ignore that. Wrong button. I have to do my advertisement. If you're on the search for a good PC and living in the EU, Helsinger Computers.store. We have 2 Kelevra branded, Kelevra engineering branded PCs, one for like 800 euros and one for 1,200, and they are both, not wasting budget on any useless bullshit like some other pre-builds do. Maybe worth a look if you're looking for something. Oh, I think I have seen some of your stuff.
It's been known to jump around places.
The Thunderbirds Fab 1 replica. I've seen that before.
Yes, that was one of my favorites.
Quite a while ago, but I've seen that. What else? Is it all vanilla? Oh, here. Oh, Ghost Industry. Is it the Batmobile? Yeah, it's similar to that.
It's similar, but no. There are a few Batmobiles in my repertoire that I haven't uploaded to the workshop.
You were inspired by the 90s animated series of Batman. For that
yes. Yeah.
Planning for so long to do that. Same with like with the videos. There are so many things you can't do all at once.
But yeah, some of it's slightly modded, some of it's vanilla. It's a mishmash, to be honest. Like the Taurus class has one mod on it, well technically two, but one mod that matters, which adds one major ring rotor right in the middle of the ship.
I like this Auriga class dropship. Is it modded or is it?
The Auriga class is actually vanilla, I think.
But has subgrids.
Yes.
Okay, but we will load this in. What was the other you were talking of? Taurus.
Taurus class, yes, but it is modded. It has one mod in it. So
okay, for the colors have some Warhammer vibes.
I like my golds and greys basically.
There's a Warhammer ship on the workshop that has similar colors, but it looks good. You know, is this outer ring turning?
Yes, it rotates. It uses Federal Utilities ring rotor, I believe.
Okay, it is modded.
Yes.
You know, there's an option to do this vanilla.
Yes, but you can't walk through it. Not properly. Anyway.
Wait, give me a second.
This allows you a pressurized walkthrough.
Yeah. Okay. I made a video about that orbital rotor.
Yeah, I've done quite a few rotor-based creations that you can technically walk through, but that one actually allows the pressurized walkway.
Yeah, I know about that. That's a donut ring, a block mod, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Federal Utilities, I believe it's called.
Okay. Yeah, I think we will load. Oh no, I can't load this in now. I have to get the mods first. But we will take a look at the other one. Because I like this.
You can probably load in the Damocles class without its mods. It'll just sit on the ground, but it does look very nice.
Damocles. Okay, this one.
It's small grid, but
That is Warhammer vibes.
Yeah, I have been told. I've been informed. Warhammer, Iron Harvest, all of that sort of thing. Yes, it's based on essentially based on a cross between an airship and a 1900s dreadnought, essentially.
Okay. Oh, it has here. It has harpoon mod.
Yes, but
Okay.
you can load it in without the mods. It'll just sit on the ground. It won't fly because of the airship mod.
My idea for tonight is going into my bed. Wish you all a nice stream and stay on the light side of Force. Kappa. Yeah, thanks Aku for moderating.
I'm sorry, I'm
me.
already on the dark side. They had cookies.
They had cookies, yeah. Too late! Oh, Rivian likes your build. What was the names? Oh, I was... give me the names. The dropship was?
Auriga. Auriga.
Refresh? Come on, tell me something. There it is. It tells me it has modded blocks.
Shouldn't do. Shouldn't have any.
Yeah, sometimes it's buggy. Oh, that's small grid too? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like the PMT. Where is the entrance? This button? Yeah, looks like something is... No! It falls down from pressing that button.
So the Auriga class dropship allows for passenger compartment in the middle rear section.
Yeah,
and
but
to enter the pilot compartment, there's a small hole using a keen airlock at the top of the cockpit.
give me a second. Opening it makes it drop.
Yes, it's the hydrogen fuel system stopping, basically.
And how do I enter the cockpit?
On top of the
Okay.
cockpit area, there's a small hole.
So it's not meant to go to space.
Oh, it is. It can.
Oh, yeah. These. Oh, they are
They're
airtight.
keen airlocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doesn't move. Why? What did I forget?
Should move.
Nope. Doesn't move.
Doesn't move.
No.
That's weird.
It's not stuck.
Are you in the right cockpit?
I don't know. Are
The
there...
right seat. There's two.
Oh, yeah. That's why.
Yeah, one's the gunner's seat, one's the pilot's seat.
Okay.
Looks like we have another person looking to join. Akel Darks.
Oh, Kel. Okay. I can't. I can't deny to letting Kel in. There we go. Hey, man.
Welcome.
Whoa. Can you hear us?
Yeah, this.
Yep.
This. In the end, the stream went different than expected, but it doesn't seem I will get a ship done today. But
Ships
Well-
are overrated. Just build a rover.
well, when these new, I will do some when these new suspensions come out. I'm pretty excited for them because we didn't talk much about them. That's much of an improvement that you can build closer to the wheel now.
Yeah.
I do really quite like that, actually.
It actually is. I have to. If you, for example, Humvee, where are you, my little Humvee? Let's take this one. We can do something for the community. If you want to take the old ones, I think with the new ones, maybe it works better. Everyone complains you can't place like here, for example. Yeah, and even those here are a problem. Oh, it's way
Because you
behind.
can't build proper mud guards.
Actually, I have seen someone in a stream printing this Humvee, and they were struggling with either adding the wheels or the last couple of blocks around the wheels. And actually, it's not even that difficult. You can place that. Give me a second. Oh, that's still in German. Sorry for that. I hope I have the... Hold on. I can see that from the angle. Yeah, that's 25 degrees. That's not. That's 2 degrees. So it is these two. If you use steer override and turn up the angle, this happens. Ta-da! So now you still can't do these here in front, but you can. For that, you can turn them to the other direction. So if you're printing rovers with very tight wheel housings, this is the way to go. Just override the steering, turn them as far as possible, and then the collision here. Yeah.
I just take off the wheels, then build the housing, and then put them back on again.
Yeah, but that doesn't work always, as far as I know. Sometimes the wheels won't spawn back in.
Oh no, not spawning the wheels. I mean disconnecting the wheels, building the wheel housing, and then connecting them again.
Okay, yeah, but then you need something to hold them in place.
No,
Right?
you can just build on top and then have them drop down.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
what
but-
I do.
But that's the way I solve this usually. When
No,
turn-
it's a good tip, especially
Yeah.
for people who don't want to put in the work of disconnecting and reconnecting the wheels.
yeah.
I didn't.
But
realise
I
there
like
was
doing
that.
ridiculous
Attach and
things
attach.
like connecting 5x5 wheels to 3x3 suspension. So you know.
I had a lot of curious, strange questions over the years. I think most people in here do remember this one here. Oh, come on! It needs a second. There were actually on Mod.io. Someone asked me, was it on Mod.io or was it on Steam? Maybe the comment is still there. Someone asked me to make blueprints and upload every single subgrid.
That sounds like sure.
I was like, what the fuck? Why do you think I would do that?
That sounds awful.
I mean,
actually.
I had a couple of people that were very motivated. Someone made the Titan mining rig in survival. I don't know if you know that. You must
Is that your one with the drill that extends down and then
Yeah,
connects
yeah, this-
connects on and feeds
yeah.
down?
Yeah, that one. Dude. And he was an actual real life engineer. Yeah? For machine building stuff.
Yeah.
And he was motivated to do that. He used Subgrid projection mod for it. So it became a little easier. But anyway, that he made it. He did it. It was completely useless in survival. You can use it, kind of, but if it doesn't stand straight, and even if it does stand on perfect even ground, you have a chance like 10% it will completely destroy itself from Clang. It was just a mechanical demo to show what is possible. That what it was meant for. And this guy here asked me to separately upload every single subgrid. The thing is, I don't know if I'm arrogant to say it like that. For saying it like that. But man, you don't understand how the game is working. Why don't you save it yourself if you need it?
That's what I was
Download the
thinking. If you
blueprint.
wanted that, Load it in creative. Copy the subgrids
Copy
off.
the
Take your own
subgrid.
local blueprints.
I will share you. I will share you if you try to replicate this in survival. But why are you asking me to do that?
Don't give me ideas. You know I like challenges.
Oh god.
Yeah, Chaotic, and welcome, Chaotic. This is the Argo Mole from Star Citizen. Yeah, it's still the most downloaded. I think this is the most downloaded ship on Steam Workshop if it comes to ships for the last 2.5 or even 3 years now. It is like 20,000 downloads now. And it is completely useless. It's a design study. It was a fun project. It took me 2 weeks. And in the end, in terms of survival, it took me 2 weeks for nothing. It flies in space and on moons. And it kind of is controllable, but it is a little clangy, a little drifting, and a little weird, and in the end, totally inefficient. And it is like 80,000 or 65 or 85,000 PCU. Let me see. Oh, unloading world.
The bridge on it would be great for one of them big mobile mining rovers you see with the 5x5 large grid wheels. The way it sort of hangs over. It'd be good for that kind of setup.
Suddenly tempted to try and mount 5x5 large grid wheels to 3x3 small grid suspension.
Does this work?
It's a very bad idea.
Does it work?
I don't know if it works. I'm kind of tempted to test it. Probably shouldn't.
Whoa.
Bad idea.
I think you should test it, because if it works, that's a whole new way of creating some monstrosities.
Yeah. But I
Look,
tell you
I
why.
know-
I tell you why. Give me a second. Give me a second. I tell you why this would be great. I mean, we will get the smallest suspensions. Yeah. One thing. I'm absolutely not satisfied with. Give me a second. Is this one? Where is it? Where's my redneck truck? Oh, there's one version. This is 5x5 on a pickup. And yeah, this is too wide. I want to... You know what I mean? This is too wide for my taste. I want it closer to each other. Or even putting a large grid wheel, connecting a large grid wheel to a small grid. No, that won't work, I guess, because you can't connect a large grid rotor head to a small grid rotor.
Yes,
Am I
you
right?
can.
You
You
can.
can.
You
Use
can.
the attach function in the console.
I tried it. It didn't
You just
work.
have to light it up.
You have to line it up very precisely, but it does work.
Okay.
I've done it before. In fact, the Phantom X7 that you were looking at earlier, that has a large grid engine mounted to the small grid rotor.
Okay, I did something similar. That is, but the other way around. I had to trick this. I would have done it. Come here. This is the spirit. And it's stuck in the ground. No, it's not. Here. This is large grid, small grid landing gear, but with large grid magnetic plates under it. Because the weight of the ship always caused the feet to break. Yeah, again, it will take a while in the stream.
Oh, you can see it.
And yeah, that's why I had that was tricky to get this done. And for that I tried to line up and connect them the other way around, so large grid rotor head on small grid rotor, but it didn't work. Maybe I wasn't. Yeah.
So
accurate.
Rotors sometimes have this little bug where it can't actually tell if it's lost its head.
Okay.
So it sometimes just doesn't let you attach anything to it.
Okay.
So sometimes that could be what was actually happening. Not always, but it is a possibility.
Okay. Never experienced that.
I've experienced it multiple times. It's kind of annoying.
Do you use the timer block trick, Lucian, when you're doing it?
I do not. I do it
You've got
manually.
build vision, you said.
Yes, I use build vision for that sort of thing. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a pretty ship. Yeah, that's another Star Citizen ship that isn't even out now. But it's a heavy chunk, and again, it's kind of useless. Well, at least it's not the mining ship. Yeah, that's the Crusader Spirit from Star Citizen. That is, you can buy this. That's the problem with Star Citizen, I guess. You can buy this for like $150, but you don't know.
I can feel my bank account breaking.
You don't know when they will release it. Might be you pay for a ship you will get in 1 or 2 years, and eventually you will never get it. And in Space Engineers, it's available for free. It's not good, but it is there.
It's available for free. The low price of your entire frame rate.
It worked. No.
I'm on a laptop. I'm sure it'll be my frame rate gone.
even my old PC handled it very well. Yeah. With the new one, I don't. You know this Homeworld mothership build?
No.
No? You know we have a 2 million PCU Homeworld mothership for Space Engineers?
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was just seeing the wings fold on the stream. That's awesome.
My PC, yeah, the original does this too. My PC handles these 2 million PCU with 95 FPS while it's moving.
You must have a beast of a PC.
Helsinger computers.store.
See, now's the time to put your banner back on.
Yeah, I will put it in my back.
You want to do this too? Here you go.
It is. I have to be honest about it. I did not buy it. It is sponsored. It is high end, yeah. But actually, high end PC does make a difference. But only for the extremist things you can do in Space Engineers. It was like, I think it was 0.4 Zim speed. So this Zim speed went down.
Well, yeah, but that's Space Engineers for you at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that's the engine too, yeah.
So you're going to build this space elevator now that you've got the better machine?
Does it cost so much power?
Possibly. My old gaming rig, I tried building one. I got to 20,000 kilometers, and it wouldn't process the parts through the conveyor to print. I even tried installing the Bob build and repair mod and using that. It just couldn't keep up over the distance of calculating the conveyor.
Huh.
That's where the failure came in.
But why would you do 20,000 kilometers?
Yeah, because
I think
to
that's
get all the way into
beyond
space, it's like 40,000, isn't it? Have I added too many
Meters.
zeros in there? Haven't I?
Yes, you
were talking
have.
of meters,
Yes,
not kilometers.
I've said kilometers and the thousands in the same
Yeah,
time. Yes, sorry. It's 20,000
a
meters
lot.
or 20 kilometers.
Like-
Halfway to orbit.
20 kilometers, okay. 20 kilometers is 25,000. 25 kilometers is like 10,000 blocks, isn't it? Am I right? Yeah.
So you've got the
Or am
conveyor,
I-
you've got the
yeah.
merge blocks, you've got
10
your connectors. It all adds up.
Well, if each block is 5 meters, then
No, one block is 2.5.
2.5.
one block is 2.5. That's
Yeah,
right.
so 25
right.
kilometers is 10,000 blocks. And that's not much. That's 10,000 PCU. What else did you have in there?
Well, you've got the conveyor running through the middle. You've got the frame around the
Oh,
outside, so that you'd have
okay.
something to run the wheels on
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Your merge blocks every like 2 pistons gap with a connector in order to climb up and build itself as it went.
I know what you meant. Yeah, I know I understand what you did. Yeah. Okay, does make sense. Yeah,
And my
absolutely.
PC was like 10 years
Absolutely.
old, so it didn't make
Okay,
the space.
that's another thing. Yeah. Actually,
I remember the heartbreak
but-
of watching it fall off the top.
to show up the difference, my old system that is standing next to me, back when I loaded in this homeworld ship, my old system did it with 1 to 2 FPS. I made a record of that, and I had to speed it up by 30 times to get a fluent scene from it. And that system wasn't that bad. It was a 3800X Ryzen 7 and a 2060 Super in it. I upgraded that with a 3080 with a RTX 3080 now. But that system, Ryzen 7 3rd generation and 2060 Super, which is plenty of GPU power for space engineers, with 2 million PCU chip, 1 to 2 FPS. And now it's 95. So yeah, it is a difference. But if you build stuff like, we spawn more in, and this now may end up bad for the game. I showed this a couple of times. This is something I'm working on. This is a long-term project. A more than 500 meters battle star with actual retracting side pods. And for something like this, even for something like this, a 2060 Super and a 2nd or 3rd gen Ryzen is enough. Yeah, sim speed is going down right now, but that's just for the spawn, I guess. Whereas there it is.
Always slows down when it pastes in big ships.
Yeah,
Or small ones.
it's still settling down. Well, we are at 0.9. I don't even know why. Well, these arcades do have a lot of scripts, and there are plenty of copies in here. So it might be because no, here, 1 SimSpeed 1.
That reminds me of the Gentleman's Folly. Interesting. Well, size-wise, anyway.
Actually, Space Engineer still doesn't need a beast of a graphics card.
True.
The most
It's CPU intensive, mostly.
Yeah, CPU and RAM. Don't play Space Engineers with something like 8 gigs of RAM. That's a big mistake.
32 gigs.
Yeah. You should have at least 16 to play it with stuff like up to 200,000 PCU. If you want to go above that, it should be 32 gigs. And CPU doesn't have to be high end. You need one with a good single core performance, and usually these are with the entry level and mid range CPUs. Like what is now a 7500F Ryzen or Intel 13600, so more in the mid range. They have a good single core performance for relatively little money. Yeah. We are just talking shit. Still at 40 plus. But I think a lot of the people are watching the first part of the stream. They are curious of what is in there. Yeah. And that is what we configured the Kelevra engineering PCs on Helsinger computers. Yeah.
Fun times.
So low budget PCs for good for Space Engineers, but also good for 1080p mid to high current AAA titles. I think both of them should be easily doing Star Citizen at 1080p mid, maybe high details. Hello, Black
Yeah,
Wolf.
Star Citizen does not like my computer for some reason. I like Space Engineer is fine, but my computer? No.
Yeah, September. And there will be. I got one premium key for cheap, and I will get at least one from Helsinger, and I will give away at least, if everything works out as planned now, I will give away at least one premium key for Star Citizen in this very first stream.
Starfield, you mean? The new one?
Starfield, yeah. Yeah. I was chat. Chaotic Serenity. Oh, nice. I was nervous. I couldn't play SE. I'm on practically a drawing tablet. Graphics are weird, but I can at least play. Well, if you want to tell the specs, yeah, again, unloading world. That usually happens. Yeah, I still have a little bit of a problem with my save files. There's something I have to repair. Something is going on.
I just thought you were playing it on multiplayer, because I think, don't you get a restart around about this time every morning on your router?
Yeah, we have this in our live stream sessions too. I should change this very soon.
Knock it back 5 hours, since that's how long the sessions last.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, that was so stupid. You do not expect that. Another complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
I
play.
can't believe I'd only started mine a week before and hadn't noticed that I had to change that setting. Otherwise, I would have said something.
Yeah. That's just, if someone is playing Never Surrender, be aware, Never Surrender is one of the few scenarios that doesn't have autosave set on by default. You will lose your progress if you leave the game or it crashes. We had this in the first episode of the live stream series. Like 3.5 hours and progress was gone.
Ouchie.
Yeah. So the second episode was titled Episode 1 Again. Okay.
I'm sure chat never mentioned it at all, did they? I'm sure it wasn't mentioned in chat at all during the second time round.
No one said anything about this. Well, they thought, oh yeah, Kelevra, 5,000 hours, he's a pro, he will know. Said no. I don't. Yeah, there's always something new. Space Engineers actually is a game you never finish learning. Never.
That's why we have all these thousands of hours clocked up.
Yeah.
And between the three of us here, we've got the 10,000 that takes for perfection. Though they say it takes 10,000 hours to perfect something, because you've got 5,000. I think Lucian said you got 2.5. I've got like 3,300. So between we can say we're perfect.
Chaotic Serenity, Asus Vivo Flip 14 2021, AMD 5500. So that's a 5. Is it a G? It has to be a G if you have. Well, you can play. I guess you can play a little Space Engineers with that, but that's not great. Not because of the CPU, I guess this is an APU, so your graphics, we will take a look. Give me a second. What was the name?
Asus Vivo Flip.
Vivo Flip 14 2021. Okay, let's see. Do we have specs for that? Yeah, it's a 5500U. This must be an APU. I know this is German, but doesn't make a difference in specs. Webcam. Okay, that's some interesting gear. Yeah, Radeon RX Vega 7. Well, if you for 1080p low, maybe 720p low, this is enough. This seems to be another version. It has 8 gigs of RAM. If there's some option to upgrade that, you should go at least 16 gigs RAM. That will help, because this APU, the integrated graphics, uses some of the RAM because you don't have a dedicated video VRAM. And with 12 gigabytes of RAM, your Windows already uses 4 to 6 gigabytes today. So you will have 6 gigabytes for the game and the graphics. And that's not much. So if this VivoBook has an option to upgrade the RAM, you consider doing that. Will help a lot. Okay, back to game. Still, no progress for the game, for the ship.
You've built the bottom of the keel.
Well, kind of.
A bit of it.
You've kind of been looking at other ships.
I also play on 27-inch monitor. Okay, the size doesn't matter. The resolution is relevant. On 1080p. Yeah, it gives me about 36 FPS. Yeah, that's...
I mean, that's better than like 25 FPS.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 30 FPS is where people say it's playable.
Yeah.
I'll gladly attempt to squish more in there. Yeah, if that's possible. I don't know this usually these kind of gear is a little problematic for upgrading. But at least RAM might be possible. 16 better.
I think the Damocles class has something mounted on a large grid hinge.
Oh yeah, we have been here. We have been, yeah, Damocles. Another...
Might want to turn off world damage if you're going to load it in, because it will just drop.
We will see. I'm too lazy to do that.
What's a bit of voxel damage?
Yeah, I do it.
Oh no, not voxel damage. Damage to the grid, but
I will drop it close to the ground.
Fair enough.
And it's sinking in.
Yeah, it's small grid gone wild. I'm not surprised that it started sinking in almost immediately.
Did you play on the water mod with that by any chance?
No, it was an airship. It used to have
sailing.
airship balloons in it.
But actually, looks nice.
It does look very nice. There's a large gun turret at the front that is mounted on a small grid rotor.
Give me a second. I will do it. I will go to space for that.
The Greeblin on that is amazing, though.
Well, thank you.
I'm a fan of Greeblin.
I am a Greebler by trade.
What do you do for your trade?
I'm a content creator.
So yeah, you have to greeble, otherwise people will get bored before you get to the end of the build.
Well, pretty much.
Cal, what about Prague? We did not talk about that now. Yet.
I'm not going to make it this year, unfortunately.
Oh, come on. Okay, yeah.
It's because they moved it forward a month. If they did it in October again, it'd be fine. September, it's getting out of the UK is the price. I even looked in the train, and just getting the Eurotunnel was like
trains are
£98.
expensive.
Goddamn Brexit.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
So you'll have to have an extra beer. You'll have to drink mine.
Yeah. Oh. I should have turned down my admin cam speed. Entity list, Damocles, slow down. Still too fast. Oh, here we can see the searchlights. That's nice. Actually, not bad. Not bad. Reminds me of something. Not the exact same style, but... Well, I'll put it on this side.
What's me in mind of was it the Nautilus, the submarine from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yes. You're thinking of the large dreadnought-style prow that that ship had.
Well,
what most people think is an icebreaker prow, but is in fact very much not.
The icebreaker's the other way around, isn't it? With the smaller bit at the bottom and the taller bit at the top.
Well, the icebreaker is essentially a massive sort of crushing device.
Give me a second. Thanks, Chaotic Serenity. Yeah. So Chaotic Serenity just noticed he's a huge fan of our builds. Not only my build. This is great too. I really like it.
We try.
So where did you say the rotor was hidden to show Kelevra how you reverse the rotor? Is the one in the front?
It is underneath the large grid gun turret in the middle.
Oh, there you have this. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Forgive me if I'm a little confused sometimes. You have to say things 3 or 4 times.
No, it's quite all right.
I'm not much of a multitasking talent. Yeah, now I have to slow down even more. There we go. Admin can is the right way to... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I know it has to look like this. Okay. Does it even turn if you need it?
I mean, it can, but the collisions on the large grid gun turret are unpleasant to work with. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, people.
Keen's turret collisions are awful.
If you line up this carefully, it works. But you can't spawn it. That's right, yeah? You can't spawn the large head.
No, you can't spawn the large head on a small rotor, but you can just drop it in if you need to.
I tried this and it didn't work, but that must have been because I did not line it up carefully enough. Or accurate enough.
I just put a timer block set to attach and retrigger itself, and just keep dropping them until one of them attaches.
Yeah, you throw
and then grind up all the
you throw a whole load, like a couple of hundred of these heads down to the rotor, and have the timer block looped on to reconnect. And if you're lucky, one will stick on it.
What's that all saying? Throw enough of something and it'll stick.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like it very much. Definitely. Well, it's again, it is... Some people don't understand why one would build this, but that's the Lego aspect. That is what you can do. What you it's a box of Lego, and you can build what you want. That's the point about it. And you have to do some compromises if you really want to do it functional. But even then, space engineers. That's the whole point about space engineers. It's in the amount of options and some. At least having some use case for what you build. Space engineers is one of a kind. We have some others that are similar, but I think, the survival scenario where you can actually, every sci-fi nerd, I'm sure about that, every sci-fi nerd wants to build his own ship from the scratch and use it for something.
I mean, this here, the Damocles class, was originally designed on the Agaris at War save, on the Agaris at War scenario. It was originally designed to take out bases in the North Pole. That's why it has so many guns that face down.
Did you use it in an actual scenario, or?
I did. I built it on stream, and I used it on stream.
With standard survival... besides some block mods.
Besides some small block
in
mods.
vanilla survival.
In vanilla survival, yes.
The whole construction, from scratch, or did you replicate it in survival?
I built it in creative, and then I printed it in survival.
Okay.
Using a very large printer wall.
But the large grid turret on it, that's the only subgrid. Except stuff like this hedge here. Or at least the only complex.
There's a few small like door ramps that are also subgrids, but yeah, that's the only large grid subgrid.
Okay, so nothing more that is complex. Like
well, I was tempted to, but I was already building something massive in small grid, and my friend's computer was lagging at that point. So I kind of decided to not to. We
did not see the interior yet. Oh yeah, that's something I do too sometimes. Damage integrity monitoring. The integrity script.
I didn't really do much with it, to be honest, but yeah.
Yeah, we actually did something with it. I will show that in a second. Wait. We're still on the ground with a player. Yeah, that's great. I had this in the stream a couple of times, but this is we are lost now anyway. The topic of the stream is gone. We're just showing builds now. Weird builds. This one here is packed full of scripts. These two work together. The Abrams has a missile guidance script, and the missiles in the truck, the truck can be 20 kilometers outside the battlefield. They are guided by where the tank targets at.
Is that using Whiplash's lamp script by any chance?
Yeah. Pam and Lamp is it, if I remember right. And
Lamp and Wamp, I think, for the missiles. Palm's the mining one.
Yeah, usually Eisenwolf does this for me. I am building and he is integrating scripts. This has... Oh wait, we do it different. Working braking lights. Yeah, and reverse lights. It has actual skid steering. Oh yeah, and stabilized turret and gun. This is a difference between March script and the turret control block. The turret control block doesn't hold the gun on its target. The March does. And if you're looking at the gun, when I brake and the chassis is going up and down. Yeah. And another thing is this. This took Eisenwolf a while. You see this? I will wait until the stream
Catches up.
catches up, yeah. We used the damage integrity script to do this positioning display, this orientation display you have in World of Tanks and these games, where you see the orientation of this of the chassis seen from the turret. And this, wait, do we have parking brake? The red part you see now is just because of the truck I cut it off. But you can... So you have the damage integrity and a display of where is your chassis.
Interesting.
I don't know how he did that. It took him a while. Usually you can't see all grids in the damage integrity monitoring. He had to change a couple of things to put both grids in. And then he did something with a refresh rate to make this movement. So this bases on the speed of the refresh rate. Yeah. And with
That ship's hanging far too close for you not to shoot it.
It's an optimal target considering it can carry 12 passengers. I think it's 12. I think it would be a war crime to shoot it down if it had civilians in it.
I would shoot it down. Give me a second. Wait, I'm just... Okay, offset center. I have to activate top-down because the missiles won't work without. Because they are too heavy to fly straight. And then it was, I guess, like... Okay, target locked. And now... Oh, no, I forgot. Oh, I forgot to set up the truck. Yeah, now the... Okay.
Did
Me
the missiles
stupid.
blow up the truck?
I hope it will... Well, it's already out. It is somewhere. Missile is gone. Yeah. Oh, it missed. One more try. Now it should work. We we should have integrated some safety features. This, and this. Second should be out. Yeah, there it is. Top down. There we go. But did not, yeah, the warhead didn't activate. It kind of works sometimes. Yeah, that was just a big toy. Okay.
Damn, you hit the tail fins off.
At least. Yeah, we had a lot of these try then. Ah, here's another large grid, small grid makes. Oh no, that's the bucket excavator. Yeah. Anyways, we are still at 40 viewers, and I don't want to end the stream, but I kind of have to.
I mean, you have been going for almost 3.5 hours.
Yeah. I won't get anywhere with the ship today. Maybe it's better to start it off stream. I will show more about it on stream soon. But I think not today.
Just means you have to do another stream tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and I don't think I will have one tomorrow. But maybe in the next couple of them. There are a couple of things I want to do in videos. If I announce that now, some people will complain if it won't come. But
don't announce it until you're sure it's going to happen.
Well, I'm already planning for a couple of days on this. Track drive, vanilla track drive. People wanted a tutorial years ago already. And I had this in a thumbnail and it wasn't in there. My bad. Yeah, I have a vanilla track drive. Some people, or many people, ask for a tutorial for. And actually, I have to say, this is absolutely useless. Absolutely. You should do it anyway. Maybe not you guys, but everyone should have done something like this, even if it's useless. Because it teaches you a lot. About Clang and how to set up things. It's a good exercise. It's a good practice.
Is that just hinged blast doors wrapped around the wheels?
Yep.
Yeah. And it works.
I've been putting off making a solar ring for a space station because it seems like too much hinge work, and then you pull that out.
Solar ring is in solar panels?
Yeah, solar panels, but loop right around, hinge to hinge, so it circles the station on using the rotor trick. Just to make it more interesting.
I'm pretty sure Keen changed a couple of things in the physics over the last couple of updates, because maybe I should put more tension on it. The tracks go off. When I made this, they stayed on the wheels because the wheels weren't a little more on the outside than the center of the tracks, and this was enough to keep them on. But with the last
maybe
couple
it's
of
the friction of the wheels.
No, the friction. Maybe if they changed something about that. Now it's working better with a little more tension. These suspensions they are running on, they are turned. They are not pointing to the ground with the high adjustment, but forward and backward. And with that you can put more tension on the tracks, as you can see here. Yeah, you will see it a minute later. And actually, if the tension was good, they stayed on. Yeah, now they do. Now they do. The right one comes back. At least a little. And turning was like reversing one side. Like this. Oh, this is so long ago. The point is, this uses all its power for moving its own weight. You can't put any on this. It won't move anywhere. you expect from a track drive you expect off-road capability like hell. With this one,
But this is Space
no
Engineers.
way. This is Space Engineers. But it's fun to build, and it's great to have done this once, and it's not even that difficult. You just have to know in which order you have to build things. And if you release it, you have seen the blue block rolls being deleted. As soon as they are gone, you can't save this. These are 3 grids, not subgrids. These are 3 separated grids. So you, yeah, if you lose a track, it's gone.
I wonder if it would be possible to integrate some form of merge block into the system so that you could merge them together to save them on occasion, and just unmerge them to get the vehicle going again.
Yeah, I have this. Oh, wait. Well, I said you can't put anything on it, but that's actually not true. I managed to make this work, but that has 2 suspensions more to move it. Was it this one that has? No. I don't think so. I had one version that has somewhere in here a merge block to reattach the tracks at some point. But actually, why would you do that? Because that's just a toy. That's definitely something you won't use in survival. I have to be careful with these. Because oh yeah, the shovel or shield still works. Oh, that was lock. Okay, yeah, now I got it. That's years ago. And with this one has saves the tracks here. Oh no, it goes off anyway. It glitched through it. Yeah. Anyway. Just a big toy. What is chat saying? I made my own tracks and they are somewhat durable. Yeah, these are kind of durable too, but it is slow. It doesn't have any friction. You can't go through any heavy terrain. It's completely pointless, but it's a good practice for building in Space Engineers. This is why I have made my own tracks. If you have a rotor head or hinge head on the side. Yeah, I've seen some. I've even seen some mounted some with gears mounted on rotor heads to pull the track forward. That kind of works, but still, in the end, again, it's just a practice. It's just a creative toy. Okay, well, I think we will come to an end for today. I will go on working on kind of a version of this ship.
Seeing what you come up with.
Hmm?
I look forward to seeing the result.
Yeah,
Indeed.
me too. Will you build it? No. I have some ideas for that. I think it will not be just a cargo ship. I think I will integrate refineries or assembler or both. Yeah. Our port authority don't enter my ship without permission. Okay. Aiden, when Starfleet releases, I hope there's a feature to close or open the boarding ramps on ships, as I would definitely close my ship's ramp when I land somewhere random. Or are you afraid of theft?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If I had the option, I would totally steal someone's ship.
Yeah, but
even if it's just to like fly it around for 5 minutes and then put it back, I would totally steal someone's ship.
Means now I have to be happy it is single player.
Honestly, how fun it would be though if you could just pick it up and just fly it, put it on the docking station at the other end of whatever system.
Yeah, exactly.
Docking them. Just far enough that did I leave it there?
not to do anything malicious, just to play random pranks on people.
Yeah.
Just walk into someone's ship and leave a pile of coins in the middle of the hallway or something.
I am in a Starfield group for on Facebook, and I actually have the permission of the admins to announce my streams in this group. That's really rare, and I'm happy about that because I can reach 25,000 people at once. But sometimes there are people in that ask things like, do you think we can be pirates in Starfield? I told him everyone can except you, and everyone can join your game. You know what I mean? How should we do that? And do we know that? Yeah, there's so many questions in this group, and this game is so hyped. And I made one video about this hype thing and this spoiler spoiler teasering. I think it was too much. It is overhyped already. It doesn't matter what is coming.
I should avoid all the videos and I'm still hyped.
Even if it's such a great game, it's already overhyped. People talk too much about it or speculate too much about it. And that's why I made this one video talking about that and ended this topic until the game is out. When it's there, I will make some hardware tests with it eventually and some tutorials and just enjoy and play the game. And Aiden, there will be a live stream about that. So you're invited to watch that. And maybe, I don't know, do you already have the game? If not, you can win it in the first stream. Okay. So far. Yeah, Lucian Cal, thanks for joining me in the VC.
You're more than welcome.
Very welcome.
It was a pleasure. And I think we will end this for today. And to the audience, thanks to everyone. It was great to have my biggest stream and view account ever so far. And there will be more episodes of the survival series I'm doing with UFG. Yeah, that's quite fun. Hope to see you there. And if you're not subscribed yet to the channel, you might consider doing that. Give the stream a like. Leave a comment. Leave a comment if you're watching it later. And yeah, I'm tired and I. I will go to bed now and wish you a good night. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.